Imagine you're sitting at home watching TV. A father is driving his daughter to school. A pilot is guiding hundreds of passengers through the clouds. Millions of people are living completely normal lives. Then, without warning, the Earth stops spinning. Not tomorrow. Not gradually. Right now. In the next 5 seconds, civilization would face the most terrifying disaster in human history. And the scariest part? Most people would never even understand what killed them. If you enjoy mind-blowing science mysteries and terrifying what-if scenarios, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because today's story isn't science fiction. It's a glimpse into one of the most catastrophic events scientists have ever imagined. Let's begin. The moment everything changes. Right now, Earth is spinning incredibly fast. At the equator, we're moving at nearly 1,000 miles per hour. That's faster than most airplanes. Yet we don't feel it. Why? Because everything around us is moving at the same speed. The oceans, the atmosphere, the buildings, the cars, even your own body. Everything is spinning together. Now imagine that rotation suddenly stops. The ground beneath your feet freezes instantly. But your body doesn't. Neither does your car. Neither do airplanes. Neither do oceans. Everything continues moving eastward at nearly 1,000 miles per hour. The results are horrifying. People are launched through the air. Cars become deadly missiles. Entire cities are ripped apart within seconds. Skyscrapers twist and collapse. Bridges snap like toothpicks. The world transforms into chaos almost instantly. For billions of people, the disaster is over before they even realize what's happening. The atmosphere turns against us. But the ground isn't the only thing that was spinning. Earth's atmosphere was spinning too. And unlike the planet itself, the air doesn't suddenly stop. Imagine standing in front of hurricane-force winds. Now multiply that many times over. The atmosphere continues racing around the planet at incredible speeds. Supersonic winds tear across continents. Entire forests are ripped from the ground. Buildings explode under the pressure. The sound alone would be terrifying. A never-ending roar louder than anything humanity has ever heard. Dust fills the sky. Glass shatters everywhere. Debris flies through the air like bullets. Even people who survived the initial stop now face an unstoppable wall of destruction. Then the oceans strike. The oceans are next. And they may be even deadlier. Right now, Earth's rotation helps shape the distribution of oceans across the planet. When that rotation suddenly ends, trillions of tons of water continue moving. Gigantic megatsunamis form almost immediately. Not 30 feet tall. Not 100 feet tall. We're talking about walls of water thousands of feet high in some regions. Entire coastlines disappear. Major cities vanish beneath raging oceans. New York, London, Tokyo, Sydney, Karachi. Countless coastal communities would be erased. The oceans would sweep inland, crushing everything in their path. Nothing could stop them. Nothing could outrun them. A planet completely rebuilt. As days pass, the Earth itself begins changing shape. Most people don't realize that our planet isn't perfectly round. Earth actually bulges around the equator because of its rotation. When spinning stops, gravity begins pulling that bulge inward. The entire surface slowly reshapes itself. Massive earthquakes shake every continent. Volcanoes erupt around the world. Mountain ranges shift. New coastlines emerge. Old coastlines disappear. Maps become useless. The world humanity knew no longer exists. Day and night become a nightmare. But perhaps the most terrifying consequence comes later. Earth currently experiences day and night because of its rotation. No rotation means no normal sunrise or sunset. One side of the planet would face the sun continuously. The other side would remain trapped in endless darkness. Imagine standing on the daylight side. The sun never moves. The heat keeps building. Day after day. Week after week. Month after month. Temperatures climb beyond anything humans can tolerate. Oceans begin evaporating. Deserts expand endlessly. The ground cracks beneath the relentless heat. Life becomes impossible. Now imagine the opposite side. No sunlight. Ever. Temperatures plummet far below freezing. Entire oceans begin turning into ice. Cities become frozen wastelands. Everything is buried beneath darkness and cold. Humanity would be trapped between two hells. One side burning, one side frozen. The last survivors. If any humans survived the initial catastrophe, they would face an impossible challenge: finding a place to live. Scientists believe the only potentially habitable region would be the narrow strip between the scorching daylight side and the frozen night side. A thin twilight zone. A place where temperatures might remain survivable. Millions of survivors would likely migrate there. Resources would be scarce. Food production would collapse. Governments would disappear. Modern civilization would become a distant memory. Humanity's greatest achievements, the internet, space exploration, global trade, modern medicine, would all be pushed to the brink of extinction. The survivors would spend every day fighting for food, water, and shelter. Not thriving, simply surviving. Humanity looks to the sky. Years later, survivors might look upward and remember the world that once existed. A world with blue oceans, bustling cities, predictable seasons, sunrises and sunsets. A world that felt permanent. A world that seemed impossible to lose. Yet all it took was one moment, one sudden stop, and everything changed forever. The greatest lesson? Life on Earth exists because countless forces work together perfectly every single second. We rarely notice them. We rarely appreciate them. But if just one of those forces disappeared, humanity would discover how fragile our existence truly is. Reflective wrap-up. The Earth has been spinning for billions of years, creating the conditions that allow life to flourish. Something we never think about. Yet it's one of the reasons we're here today. Sometimes the most important things are the ones we never notice until they're gone. If this terrifying what-if scenario blew your mind, hit the like button, subscribe for more science mysteries and fascinating space stories, and let us know in the comments. What do you think would be the scariest part of Earth suddenly stopping? And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories that make you see our universe in a completely different way. See you in the next video.